Hi guys, welcome to today's video. I hope you're all well. So I assume this is the reason you were here today. This is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. This is the first product from this brand that I have tried. I ordered this a couple of weeks ago from cultbeauty.com. I will tell you the price and everything along with it. This is something that has been mentioned in quite a few videos of kind of the bigger YouTubers in the States in the last couple of weeks, and it really kind of caught my attention. However, I didn't buy it until I spoke to a girl. I'll put her Instagram link down below. I was speaking to her and she recommended it because we'd basically been speaking about the Clinique Even Better Fresh foundation. If you haven't seen that review, I'll link it up there. Spoiler alert, I liked it, but I found the wear time on it really underwhelming, and so did she. And she said, oh, if you try the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, that's the only primer I found that actually works with it and makes the foundation last longer. So that sort of sold it for me. So shout out to Rebecca, I think is her name, for influencing me to buy this. So I bought this on cultbeauty.com. It was actually my first time to order from them. They sent me some samples and stuff, which is really nice with the order. They also have just released, I found out today, a miniature version of this, but it works out cheaper to buy the full size. So for a primer, it's 45ml, so it's really a good amount for the price. It's £27, so in euro, that's, I don't actually know, I'm really bad at conversion and stuff, but I paid €27 for it, and it is €13 for 10ml, so definitely you get more bang for your buck when you buy the full-size version, and it'll last a very long time because I believe you don't need that much. So the reason why people are sort of raving about this is that it's supposed to literally make your makeup grip to your face. Apparently it has a really interesting texture, it is oil-free, it is silicone-free, it contains hemp-derived cannabis extract, blue agave extract, which activates all-day hydration and hold. It says oil-free, silicone-free, gluten-free, cruelty-free, paraben-free, and vegan. So on the back it says aloe water, cherry blossom, hyaluronic acid, and B vitamins boost skin for a healthier looking base. Pump 1 to 2 shots of primer on the back of your hand. Blend a thin layer onto clean skin before makeup application. Allow formula 1 minute to fully absorb to activate grip for all day hold. So I've seen there's been a bit of a trend with primers that brands have released lately that the whole thing is about gripping. So I suppose even if you think about Cover FX, which is a brand I have actually not delved into just yet, but I will at some point. They have their, I think it's called gripping primer, which Tati Westbrook raves about, and I wanted to get my hands on that. Cover FX is also carried on Cult Beauty, but it has been sold out for months, so I haven't been able to get it. And then Milk came out with this, and it's been a brand that I really want to try. So I'm really glad that I got it. So I'm just going to read some of the claims here on the website. There's quite a funny description on the Cult Beauty website. Take your skin on a trip. Get it with Milk Makeup's brand new green tinted liquid Hydro Grip Primer, boasting a heavy hit of hemp-derived cannabis seed extract, as well as moisturising, soothing and balancing aloe water, cherry blossom, hyaluronic acid and B vitamins. This hard worker deeply hydrates skin for a smooth and blissed out finish, while the game-changing addition of blue agave, I hope I'm saying that right, extract forms an invisible layer to grip makeup for all day hold. In fact, in a consumer study, 100% of subjects said their skin felt more hydrated, had a healthy looking glow, and their makeup lasted longer, as long as 12 hours post application. Just allow the formula 1 minute to fully absorb to activate full grip effect, and then apply your makeup as normal to create a flawless and long lasting makeup look. 100% of subjects. That's quite a claim. 100% of people. That means every single person who tried this said it made their makeup look better and last longer. That is a huge claim. Milk Makeup. So because we are testing out a new primer today, I thought it wouldn't be right to try a new foundation along with it, because I won't know if it goes well or goes badly. Was it the foundation or was it the primer? So I'm basically going to try it with the Clinique foundation, which I was speaking about a few minutes ago. I'm going to try it with this because I want to see, does it improve the wear time of it? So I'm going to try that. I'm going to try those two together. Is there anything else I wanted to say? Oh yeah, so it said the primer is oil-free, silicone-free and all of that. Now I looked up the Clinique foundation. It is oil-free, but it does have dimethicone in it, which is a silicone. So I don't know, is that going to make, you know, the foundation kind of pale off my face? I hope not, because generally things work better if, you know, if it's water-based, use a water-based primer with a water-based foundation. But to be honest, day to day, none of us really do that. We just lash on whichever are our favourites. We don't really look at the ingredients. So I want to see if this works. And as I was saying, Rebecca from the Beauty Bee tried this and she said it was brilliant. And I trust her opinion because she is a scientist, I think she was saying. She works in a lab, so shout out to you. I really trust her. Right, so that's the packaging there. Really interesting, reflective packaging. Stuff on the side there. I actually didn't know there was cannabis extract in this. Very interesting. It's supposed to be really good for your skin. And this is it here. It looks really interesting. It's green. It's mad how excited I am to try a primer. So it said 1 to 2 pumps on the back of your hand. And leave it for a minute. So I'm just going to 1, 2. Oh, it doesn't smell like skincare. It smells like a bit chemically. So I'll just show you there. It's kind of a thick, kind of jelly-like, see it there, formula. So I'm going to whack this on. Oh, it's quite, not sticky. It feels tacky, which you would expect. Now this doesn't claim to be a blurring primer, so I'm not kind of looking for that. This is purely to see, does it make the foundation last longer? So I'm going to time it now. It is currently 4:38 and at 4:39 we're going to start applying the foundation. So I'll be filming a couple of videos today. I just want to be mindful of the fact that I am trying out a new primer. So that's why I'm not trying a new foundation, but everything else should be okay because I'm not, you know, I'm not putting a primer up under my eyes and that kind of thing. Because I'm trying a concealer today that I've wanted to try for a very, very long time. My favourite concealer lately, I'll just might as well chat while I'm sitting here. My favourite concealer has been the Jouer one. If you have not seen my review of that, I'll link that up here. I cannot put that stuff down. It is phenomenal and you really don't need much. The shade isn't right, and from what I can see online, there are a lot of people saying, you know, the shade, even though it's supposed to be for fair or light skin, they ordered it and it was too dark, and then they got a lighter one and it was still too dark, so it seems like they don't have enough. It just shows you, as well as a lot of brands not being inclusive for the kind of darker end of the scale, they don't really cater, a lot of brands don't cater for the lighter sides as well. So I'm kind of on the fence. I'm thinking about ordering the lightest shade and mixing it, just because I find with a lot of my foundations that match my skin tone, I can't use that concealer. I can use it to spot conceal, which is great, and use it for kind of on the face in general, but I can't use it under the eyes. It's just not brightening enough. And because I love the formula so much, I'm really highly considering getting it. I'm just trying to decide whether to get it in the second lightest shade or the lightest shade. Because although the lightest shade you think like, oh, well, it'll be white, I don't think it is that white, from what I can see from reviews on Beauty Bay. So, a minute has passed. Face feels very soft. It has really, sorry, I'm drinking my water. It has really sunk into the skin. I can barely feel anything on my skin. My skin is doing quite well at the moment. I had a little friend here that came up to visit, but it's more or less gone now. It's just a bit of redness left over. My skin's been in quite good condition since I had my microneedling, and I'm due back again next week for my last. Fingers crossed, last microneedling session. Right, so I'm shaking up the foundation and I'm going to put that onto my damp, I've already dampened it, beauty blender. And then I'm going to start applying this. This is in the shade Flax, by the way. As I said, I'll link the review up there for you to have a look. I've tried a couple of different foundations on my channel in the last few weeks or so, and not all of them have went to plan, shall we say. So if this primer works for this foundation, I will probably use it on those as well. I'm considering for this video doing more than one application. I'm considering kind of filming over a few days, me trying the primer out with different foundations. I think that might be most helpful for whoever's watching and wants to see if they, they have a favourite foundation and they want to see will it work with it. I think I might do that. So already I'm really liking the finish of this. I'll show you when I'm finished. It's been a while ago since I filmed that video. From what I can remember, I liked it first, but the wear on it was so bad. And this is a pricey enough foundation. Okay, I'm loving how that looks. Really like it. I'm going to zoom you in just to show you. Super smooth. My skin looks really healthy. It's even got better coverage than I remember. Why did I stop using this? Oh, I stopped using it because I was trying other foundations, basically. I'm going to put a tiny bit more just on this friend we have here. I think this does oxidize slightly. You can see that's a little bit lighter than the rest, but it's, it's not super obvious. Something like that. Yeah, my skin looks very smooth. No complaints as of yet. I'll come back when I finish my makeup to show you what everything is looking like, and then I will do various check-ins throughout the day. And then, as I said, I think I will actually do that where I will basically film other days where I'll try this primer with other foundations I already know and use and love, and then I'll let you know probably in a pinned comment down below how I got on with all of them. So then I'll avoid the video being super long. So that's it, and I will speak to you in a little bit. And we're back. So it has been almost 7 hours since I applied the primer. I've barely looked at my face, to be honest. And my mum said that my makeup apparently looks really nice. I didn't tell her about anything I'd used. And she'd be very quick to tell me if something didn't look great. Not in a mean way, just, being honest, basically. So I haven't really looked at it much, so I'm going to just do that now. And I haven't had any touch-ups or anything like that. Obviously I filmed other videos, so I have, full face of makeup done. Okay. So one of the first things I noticed pretty quickly after I finished the first portion of this video was my fine lines on my forehead looked significantly worse. So the foundation was really emphasizing them. And then also around my nose area there were some creases. Now I hadn't powdered that, so once I powder that it's okay. I can see it's worn off a little bit in my chin, but to be honest, considering what I ate, that's not as bad as it normally is. My chin is normally completely worn off, and it's not. It's only worn off a little bit. The other thing I always found with this foundation was I found it emphasized kind of any dry patches I had. And one of the things that I noticed when I was putting on the primer today was the foundation looked really smooth. Also, from what I can remember from the review I did of this foundation the last time, it did not last this long, as in it had broken apart much quicker than this. I remember being disappointed because I had such high hopes for it, and to be honest, at the moment, I'm not terribly unhappy. Could I look better? Yes, but it's also been nearly 7 hours. It's warm under these lights. I've been doing stuff. I'm not massively oily, that's just highlighter. The only thing that's kind of really annoying me is, you know, it's emphasized, those lines on my forehead. Maybe you can see what I'm talking about here. It's kind of went into those lines around my chin. Oh, that's a lovely angle, but my chin broken apart a little bit. But to be honest, I don't know. I feel like I'd be more comfortable going out with this face on versus the one where I use the foundation with a different primer. So far, I do think the primer's helped. There's nothing else that's changed. It has to be the primer. So yeah, so it is a skeptical thumbs up this time. As I said, I am going to basically do maybe 2 more applications in this video, just include them, and then see, do I have similar results with those. I just need to figure out which foundations I'm going to try it with. Yeah, I would definitely agree with the part that it's saying it's quite hydrating. I felt like I'd given my skin kind of a drink just after it dried down. I really like that aspect of it. And I'm very intrigued by the fact that there's cannabis extract in it. I didn't know that. Hi, I hope you'll be able to hear and see me okay. I'm filming this on my phone, and the reason being is because I just wanted to basically record a clip quickly showing another foundation that I've tried with this primer. To be honest, guys, so far I am so impressed. I'm seriously impressed with this primer. I have been testing over the last few days with a different foundation every time. Today I have it on with the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage foundation, and I have not touched this all day. I've had this on since 8:30. It is now 6:30, so it's been 10 hours, and I've eaten. Like, there's a little bit of wear on my chin, but that's it. Everything else still looks perfect. Now, this is quite a long wearing foundation on its own, but I just noticed every foundation I put over it, it just looks better. My skin looks smoother, lines are reduced, texture is reduced. It's very like soothing, which I didn't completely expect from this primer. I'm a bit hard on primers because for many years I was like, oh, there's just another, reason for us to spend money. Like they're just a marketing tool, blah, blah, blah. So I have that in the back of my head sometimes. So I'm still a bit hard on primers, but this is one now that I won't go without. So I have my list here. I actually wrote it down because I was wearing it the last few days and I haven't been able to film, which is really annoying, but I know I was able to film. I haven't been able to film. I've worn it every day the last few days, but I did film myself putting it on with the Fenty foundation the second time. The Fenty foundation, I remember at the end of the day looking at it and it still looked kind of like dry, and I just feel like the foundation doesn't always suit my skin. I feel like my skin has to be in really good condition to wear it. It's just quite drying, but on like a good skin day it looks amazing. I think the primer definitely helped it last a bit longer, but the foundation itself doesn't suit my skin when it's dry, so that's just the nature of it. So I tried it with Clinique, Fenty. The following day I tried it with the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion foundation, and oh my goodness, I think I was having the best skin day of my life that day. It looked flawless. And I'm aware I'm using it with foundations that I already love, but I just wanted to see, did it add anything extra? And I really, really think it made it look smoother for longer. It wore better for longer. Didn't break down around my nose and chin as much. It really felt like it was holding the foundation onto my skin, so the grip element is definitely there, like I found anyway. And then the following day I wore it with the Smashbox Studio Skin Foundation, which I love, but sometimes I find as well, isn't the longest wearing on me, even though it claims to last 15 hours. I used to have some textural issues with it, but not anything really significant compared to other foundations. So I used it with that, and again, I loved it. Absolutely loved it, and I have it on again today with the Catrice. I'm going to continue testing it out with hopefully most of my foundations, if not all of them. And I kind of can't do that because it's such a large amount for a primer, so I'm happy to kind of use it. You only need really little bit. I'm probably using a little bit too much. This is 1 to 2 pumps, but I'm using quite generous pumps probably. Yeah, I'm going to continue to test it out with them. And as I said, in maybe a week or two, I will do a pinned comment down below to let you know how I get on with all of them. And I'll also update you over on my Instagram. If you want to follow me on there, I'd be delighted to have you. Okay, so I also didn't film an outro because I thought I was going to be filming more videos to add to the end of that video. It was only when I was going through the footage that I realised I have no outro for that one. So I really hope this one will suffice. Not my usual, but sure, it's also good, I think, to see it in natural daylight as well. Yeah, so guys, that's it. Thanks so much. If you enjoyed, please give the video a thumbs up, and please do subscribe if you'd like to see more from me. I would love to see you back here. Leave a comment down below if you'd like to ask any questions or just to chat. I'm always open to chat. Have a good day, night, or whatever time of day it is wherever you are, and I hope to see you next time. Take care. Bye, guys. Oh, and thank you for watching.